Welcome once more to Learner's Coach. So we are here and you're going to look at how to create mail merge using Microsoft Word document. Now, when talk about merge, this is a word that actually means combining, yeah, or bringing two things together. So in real essence here is that for us to have a mail merge, we need to have a template, right, where we type our mail, right, and also we need a database that is going to hold the actual fields that you're going to merge with the templates. Yeah. So for those who know, a database is simply a collection, yeah, of data, right, that are well arranged. Yeah. Now, for me, I already have my template and also have the database. So for you to have a mail merge, a successful mail merge process, you need to have the template and the database. Yeah. So if you so for me, I've said that I have my template. So we are going to use a sample fees letter, right? So this is going to be our template that you're going to use for the mail merge process, right? And also the database. Let me just show you the database. Yeah. So I've already entered some details of the parents, because it's we are going to write a letter to parents. Yeah. So you can see, right? So this is a database. A database is within the Excel worksheet, right? So we have 10 items within our database, right? So you can also have a database within the MS Access or any other platform. Then you can still use it to merge. Yeah. So having the right tools, I think now is the time to start our mail merge process. So I'll just close the database and then I'll open the template. Sorry. Now, the template actually is only one page, you can see. Yeah. So I'm going to merge it with the details from the database so that every parent can be able to get their own letter. So you can see how fantastic it is to use a mail merge. So even if you have if you have 1,000 people that you want to write to a specific letter, you just need to use one paged document, and then you're going to be through. So I've just captured the placeholders using the dashes, though we are going to replace these particular dashes. So where there are dashes, these are the places that we are going to bring on board the fields from the database and put them within those particular dashes. So to begin, you proceed to the mailings. Go to the mailings ribbon. It's called the mailings ribbon, right? Then within the start mail merge group, click on the start mail merge tool. Then we have different options. Yeah, you can. So you want to write a letter. You can also mail. You can also create a mail merge to different email addresses and so on, even the envelopes. But for us, the simple option is to start to use the step-by-step. Yeah, so click on the step-by-step at the bottom, a step-by-step mail merge wizard, right? Then there's a window pane that appears on the right side of your screen. I hope you can see it, mail merge. It has 6 steps. So the first is the first step, right? So the first step is for you to select what you want to do. So in our case, you want to write letters, so we are going to choose letters. Again, you can also choose the envelopes if you want to actually have different envelopes for different letters, right? So first step, and then I'll move to the next step. So the next step is to select the document that you're going to use. So as you're going to use the current document, if you feel like starting with a different document, you can always use the other option, right? So the third step is now to select. I normally say now this is the real merge process. This third step, yeah, is now to bring on board the what? The database that we saw earlier, right? So we want to use an existing, not to type a new one, or neither do we want to bring them from our contacts. So we click on the browse, just click on the browse button, yeah. So ensure you browse to where your mail merge is, you can see. So I'll select the database, yeah, then click on open. Yeah, so here there's a dialog box. Yeah, if you remember, our database, the contents were within the first sheet, so ensure that you select the first sheet, right? And also ensure that this particular checkbox, first row of data contains column heads, is also selected. Then proceed and click OK. There's another dialog box that allows you actually to check the contents of your database, right? So you can see it's the same one that I'd shown you, but now it has been brought on board to be merged with the Word document. Yeah. So in this case, it's time to edit. You can remove these fields that doesn't have other parameters, right? You can see they don't have the name, so I'll just, so that you don't have blank letters. Yeah? So just select these, right? You can also do the sortings and the so on, right? Having done that, we now click on the OK button, right? Now, at this step, you can either proceed to fourth step number 4, and create your letter, but we have already typed our letter, so it is there. Yeah, so we don't really need to type a new letter. So in our case now, we'll proceed to the mailings ribbon, and then within the right and insert fields group, you click on the insert merge field, right? You can see now we have the placeholders. We call them the placeholders. Yeah, these are the ones that now we want to click and insert on where these particular lines are. Yeah, so the placeholders, we need to actually place them where with the respective fields that we really need. So for the first name, so I'll replace this. I'll just remove the line. So for the name, I'll just go back to the insert merge field. I'll select the title, create a space, go back, first name, space. I'll also enter the middle initial, space. I'll also create the last name. Now, this one will now fulfill the requirements of a name. Yeah, so I think title, first name, that is okay. Then we proceed to the address. Just remove the line. So the address, we go back to the insert merge field. The address is here, placeholder, right? We can also add the postcode for the address. Go back, postcode, right? Then we go to the telephone. Yeah, just remove the dots or the lines. So for the telephone, go back, telephone. It's only one field. Then also for the email address or email, just remove. Then we go back to the insert merge field. We have email, right? You can see we are populating those particular dashes with placeholders. So for the dear who, since these are maybe our parents, or we are sending to a parent, we can use the Mr. or the Mrs. So that is from the title. You can select the title and probably their first name. Yeah. So dear Mr. X and X. Yeah? Still, we can proceed to the body of the letter. So there's a space here that requires the field balance. Yeah, you can remove it and enter the field balance. So you go back to the insert merge field. There's the field balance section. Yeah, and then also there's a end date, where you are required to pay by a particular date. I go back to the insert merge field. Then you enter the end date. Yeah, so ensure that you create enough space. So I think we have entered all the placeholders that are within our database. As you can see, everything has been inserted to our letter correctly, right? So it's time to proceed with the merge. Yeah. So step numbers, we proceed to step number 5. Click on the step number 5. Now, this is where now you can preview your letter. You can see now the placeholders have now been replaced with the real fields, right? You can see. And at this particular point, you can see this is the recipient number 10. You can move, you can just, you can see. Yeah. So we have the different letters that contain information for the different parents. Yeah. So at this point, we can now complete the merge. Yeah. We just proceed to the step number 6. So you can either use this option or you can come to the finish group, yeah, and click on the finish merge. Then you click on the edit. So if you want to print them direct, you can do that. If you want to send emails, if you have the contacts, you can do it directly. But if you want, we want to edit individual documents, so you want to display all of them. So you click on all, then OK. Good. So at this point, we have successfully merged our document with the details from the database. So you can see. So the first letter is going to go to Professor Isaac Newton. Yeah, the second letter. So there are 10 letters. You can see I'm scrolling. Yeah. So that is how mail merge, or the power of mail merge. Yeah. So it allows you to create many letters within a very, very short time. So that is all. So I hope you have actually gotten something as far as mail merge is concerned. So don't forget to subscribe, and thank you.